All right, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another live stream. Could be, possibly, maybe. Let's see. So let me just verify that I got everything working properly here for us. Yep, looks like we do. So that's good. And oh man, so. Once we get somebody to join, just let me know if my audio is working okay. I'm a little bit early for this week. Hey, we got Exploring with Michael P. How's it going, man? And we got Brian Martinez. What's up? How are you guys doing? Let me just verify that the chat box is showing okay for you guys. It should be. Let's see. There we go. Okay, now the chat box is working for us. Yeah. How you guys doing? A little bit early tonight. Thanks, Eric, for the verification there. And Bryant, how you doing, man? We got Dr. Death. What's up, dude? How you doing? And we got Big Stouffer Chris. How you doing, Chris? Neptune's other daughter. That's an interesting name. Eve, how are you? San Andreas X, what's up, San Andreas? How you doing? Ozzy, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? Myrtle Man, what's up? We got Ear Cramps, 420. I love some of your guys' names. Ear Cramps, 420. What is an ear cramp? Does that exist? Can you possibly get an ear cramp? What is that? What is an ear cramp? That's funny. I like that. So, good stuff. So, it's been a little bit since we've done a stream. Hey, Holly Norman Music, how are you? And Jake, what's up, man? Tim F, what's up, brother? How you doing? And you, Wadham 8, says hi. So that's good, man. Mike the Explorer says, Trev, remember that video you made when Shane died? How you freaked out? Maybe we... Maybe I can find that video. We can watch it back together. That's funny. The Shane's death video. Yes, I do remember that in season 2. Wow, that's a long time ago. So that would have been in 2011. That was the 2011 release. That's right. Giuseppe, how you doing, man? Good stuff. So it's been a little bit since we've done a live stream, so I decided that tonight definitely we should do one. Hang out for a bit, have some fun. And we did get a new trailer this week for The Walking Dead Season 11 Part 2. Very excited to see that with you guys. And I'm a little bit torn on when to release the reviews with you guys. If we're going to be doing the reviews on AMC Plus, which is a week early, which would start February 13th, or whether we want to do them February 20th, which is the usual air date. Now, strangely enough, oddly enough, it sounds like you guys would prefer to do the reviews on the usual air night, so on the cable air night. Now, I had thought that most people had gone over to AMC Plus, AMC Premiere, but from asking in the trailer breakdown video, it sounds like you guys are saying, no, Trev, we would rather we do the reviews on the cable release night, so that would be February 20th. That's fine with me if you guys want to do them on the regular, cable release night. I like to get to watch those episodes as soon as we get them, as soon as they're released, whether it be AMC Plus a week early or on the regular cable release. Whatever you guys want to do, I like to see them as soon as I can. So, but if you guys are not in a position to get AMC Plus or to subscribe to it, or you live in a different country where it's not offered, then we don't have much of a choice. We can kind of wait for you guys. I guess we can do the reviews starting on the 20th, February 20th, which is the usual, cable release night. So we'll try that for a bit. I'll see if I can hold off with you guys and maybe watch the episode. But then I got to wait to watch the premiere episode until later. What's up? We got Robert Frank 615. How's your health, Rob? How are you doing, man? Did they kill Negan off yet? Not yet, Rob. So he's just fighting with Maggie a little bit. They haven't killed him off just yet. So you got to hold off. Rob's mad at JDM because what did he do, Rob? Remind me what he did. I think he was, he was a Brandon supporter. That's what That's what he did. So Rob's pissed because JDM likes Brandon. But I'm pretty sure, though, I think they're all supposed to like Brandon. I think that's kind of like a career thing, that if you're in the business, you have to pretend like you like Brandon, even if you don't like Brandon. So even if you don't like him, if you're in the biz, I think you have to pretend like you do. And I think that, when T was in, when Orange Man was in, I think you were supposed to, if you're in the celebrity circles, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to pretend like you don't like him, even if you do. I think that's how it's supposed to work. Because it's bad, like your publicist or whatever, or the person, whoever, is gonna your agent is gonna be like, oh, don't say that. You got to say it this way, because all these lobbyists go around, and it's just like it's like a big sync up. To where it's like, yeah, they all got to know that they're supposed to. This guy is the good guy, and Orange Man's the bad guy. So you got to go against Orange Man. You got to like Brandon. That's what you're supposed to do. Otherwise, you get in trouble and stuff, right? Apparently, Myrtle Negan is left wing, I guess. I don't know. Is Negan like a? Does Negan strike you guys as like kind of a, I don't know. I guess we have to say, because JDM said that it's left. Hey, Rudy, how are you doing? You like the Turtles? Awesome. Happy to hear it. I love the Turtles. I'm thinking about, I'll probably put some Turtle stuff in the background now, because Turtles is coming back big time, man. Trev's Canadian Bacon. That is a wonderful name. I have not actually had bacon for a while. I can honestly tell you, if we cook bacon and I eat a bunch of bacon, I literally will gain like 3 to 5 pounds the next day, like in one day. Like one day. That's how fast it is. Like I get fat like in like one time. Like one time I can eat it and I get fat like the next day. It just happens right away. But yeah, it's pretty cold in the fridge. No bacon in the fridge. No Canadian bacon in the fridge. But it's cold outside too. I think it's -6 out in the right now. -6. So we got some trucker concerns because a lot of our truckers here in Canada, if you guys haven't heard, a lot of our truckers were let go. Somewhere around like 20,000, 30,000 of our truckers were let go in Canada-wide, because they wouldn't take the you-know-what. So they wouldn't take the you-know-what. Just inflation told them they have to take the you-know-what. Apparently, your body, your job, his choice. And if you don't take the you-know-what, you're fired, right? So they're all walked off. So now we have some concerns about some supply lines here in Canada, whether or not we're going to be able to get our stuff from you guys in the States. Most of you guys are American, I know. So so a lot of our stuff in Canada comes from you guys in the States. So they have to bring it. They have to bring it across the border constantly. A lot of our stuff, a lot of our products, a lot of our most of the biggest companies, American, like we're like America's little brother kind of in some ways. Like a lot of our stuff comes from you guys in the States. So your companies and everything, almost everything. So when you take out 20 or 30,000 truckers when they walk off, there's supposed to be some kind of a protest coming up soon in Ottawa, where a lot of them are gonna drive there, and we'll see what happens. Probably nothing. We're like so in Canada, we're so like pacifist and peaceful. Like we're so peace loving. We just and we're so agreeable. We can't disagree with each other. Like we're so we try to be like polite all the time, and we're like the biggest pushovers ever, basically. Guys get in a fight and they apologize afterwards, like they're supposed to say sorry after that. It's like that's just what it is. So anyway, yeah, we're starting to I'm pretty well stocked up. I got 6 months to a year, at least I want to say, probably longer than that, worth of dry foods and stuff, just in case. But, apparently there's lots of places that are starting to go into shortages because we can't, get as much stuff through. So we'll see if that becomes anything. I'll let you guys know if I start seeing maybe I'll go to the grocery store if everything's empty or something to show you guys. That could be kind of fun. So word of the day asked, is The Walking Dead done? So it's almost done, word of the day. We've got 2 parts left to the last season of The Walking Dead, and then it is over. We got part 2. And we got part 3 coming up. And so after that, the original Walking Dead TV series is finished. However, they have just started to film Tales of the Walking Dead. So, wait, is it this one? Okay, yeah. And one sec here. Let me see. I just got yeah. So that's that one. All right, give me one sec, dudes. I just got to get this set. Might have messed up. I thought it was good, but it might have screwed up somehow here. It's supposed to be that one. Oh, my software's messing up. Okay, did it work? Okay, there we go. Kicks in, right? Thank you, software, for kicking in. So, Tales of the Walking Dead, new Walking Dead series is filming right now. So they just started it. It's supposed to air this summertime. It just started right now. And so for them filming, and so we'll see episodes of this summer. Also keep in mind that Fear the Walking Dead is going to continue past The Walking Dead's end, so that's going to be something to watch. So fans of Fear the Walking Dead, you can still watch Fear the Walking Dead, and Madison has been confirmed to be returning in Fear the Walking Dead Season 8, so that's going to be great. So we do still have all of that stuff happening, and then apparently there's going to be the Daryl Carroll spinoff next year, and we're also waiting for the Walking Dead movie to start filming. So Tales of the Walking Dead is filming right now, and then after that, Fear will be doing its thing, and another season of Fear for Season 8. So even though the Walking Dead original TV series is ending, we have, other series of Walking Dead continuing on further. Fear gets another year after that. It will go out past the end of the Walking Dead series. Tales of the Walking Dead will likely go out past it. And then the Walking Dead movie, it seems like they're kind of switching from the Walking Dead TV series, and they're switching to the movie focus. So they might be taking their crew and their cast and actually switching them. So they might take people like a Greg Nicotero or production people or their cinematography guys and gals, all the different producers, all the different people that usually work on the Walking Dead TV series, and they may take them and use them for the movie series. Now, if they do 3 movies, that would be really cool. In the meantime, they'll have other stuff going. So somebody's honking outside. Maybe I'm too loud or something. Bye. So they'll have other Walking Dead series going. It's just that it's not going to be the original series. So it'll still be alive. It'll still be continuing, but it won't be in the original series. Thanks for the super chat there. Rob Frank 615 said, okay, so Rob's final surgery is February 11th. It was supposed to be January 8th, but the little cold going around pushed it back. Oh, right. I'll be dropping too snortily again. Oh, I'm so sorry, man. Can't wait to be jacked again. Yeah, that'll be great all around. Yeah, that's another point, Rob, that you brought up, which is that because of the the cold and all that stuff that's happening in the last couple years, other surgeries and other treatments have been pushed back, delayed, or pushed out. So that's something that definitely governments have to take into consideration when they are doing lockdowns and they're doing shutdowns, they're doing all this stuff, reduced capacity and all this stuff. They have to also consider that if they do that and you're doing these you're shutting other things down, you're pushing the wait list back on some of the some of the different things. Like I think even like when I go to the dentist, the wait time is pretty high because they're only allowed to have I think where I live anyway, 3 people in the office at once. So instead of having the place packed and you have people coming in quickly to get their fillings done or whatever, or checkups or whatever, they have to limit it to 3 people at a time in the office. So it's pretty much empty, right? To distance everybody out and stuff like that. So I'm sorry to hear that, Rob, but I'm happy to hear that you got your surgery scheduled. And so February 11th, I don't know if you'd be excited to get it, to get it done, but, to go through the process, but definitely excited to, get things back in order for that. So you'll be able to, work out again, lift again, be able to eat better and everything like that. And terribly sorry to hear about that, man. That's really, really, really awful. But happy to hear that you got in at least, and that that you're going to have it. That's not too far off. So I guess they had to push it back almost about about a month then, huh? January 8th to February 11th, so about a month. So that's not too bad. Luckily, you'll be able to get it done and everything, and that's going to be great. How old are you now, Rob? Let me know in the comments, because I forget exactly what age you are, if you're around my age or if you're a bit older than me. But we'll pray for you that everything is good and that your surgery goes well, and I'm sure it will, and be back at it in no time. So yeah, well, definitely thanks for checking in, Rob, and thanks for the support and everything, and hearts go out to you for your surgery and everything, and hope it all goes well. I'm sure it will. Okay, let's see what else we got from you guys. Mark Caller said, how's it going, Trev? Mark back again here to watch another video. How are you? So, doing good. Also got some new movies, which are kind of cool. I don't know if you guys have seen this one. This is a classic one right here, which is 28 Days Later. Got this one for, I think, $3. Yeah, it was $3, I think. So, yeah, thanks for saying that, Diana. That's nice of you. Yep, absolutely. I'm sure it'll be fine. I don't think it's, Rob, it's not a high-risk surgery or anything, is it? I don't think so. So we got widescreen special edition 28 Days Later. Have you guys seen 28 Days Later? This is one of the best zombie movies ever. I did see there's another zombie show or movie coming out from Netflix, which is, one of the Asian ones. It's kind of like a high school, so that one looks kind of cool. So, yeah, so this is an interesting one. I don't think I've seen all of these. Yeah, I agree, Dr. Death. I hope that Tales of the Walking Dead is better than World Beyond. But yeah, man, 28 Days Later is a classic. If you guys have never seen this one and you like zombie stuff, you got to see this one, man. This is awesome. So apparently there's 3 alternate endings for 28 Days Later. I didn't know that. I didn't know there was alternate endings for it. I didn't even think they did that. So I think when you went to the theaters to see this one, maybe there was different, if you went to see it more than once, maybe you'd get a different ending, or maybe there was one standard ending, and then you got a couple different ones. That's really a cool kind of choose your own adventure type of way of doing it, where you can kind of you can get, you have a few different options here, and you can kind of choose the ending which you like best. Do you remember, did you guys ever read those books which were called, when we were growing up, there was books called Choose Your Own Adventure. And in Choose Your Own Adventure books, you could kind of make different decisions, and then you go to different parts of the book, and depending on your decisions, you get a different kind of story. With having different endings, it's kind of somewhat like that. Diana hates alternate endings. Yeah. So that one's kind of cool. But this is one of the best zombie movies ever, for sure. I haven't watched it in a while, so I just got that one. I also love the theme for it. It's really, really cool. 28 Days Later. So here's the disc here. It was really, really sweet. 28 Days Later. So I just got that. Train to Busan. Yeah, that's another one, Kelly, that people always... Maybe we could do a review for that eventually. I keep putting it off. I want to do it, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. And then I got this movie here, which was, I think, $4 or something like that. And it's Logan. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Logan, but I recently did kind of an X-Men throwback review video where we went through all the X-Men movies. And Logan is one where, it's kind of like an X-Men movie, but not really. It's sort of like Logan's kind of in the middle. It's kind of like it's X-Men, but at the same time, it's kind of not. So Logan is really sweet if you guys have never seen it. It's kind of like a more realistic R-rated version. So he swears, he says the F word. He does say the F word in some of the X-Men movies. He tells Charles and Magneto to F off in First Class, which is kind of awesome. So we don't have many superheroes in Canada, but Wolverine is definitely, I would say, our best superhero that we have, considering he's Canadian, as he says in the movie, if that's a correct memory, which it may or may not be. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, did you watch it the other day, Malk? Well, it is really cool. There's also a noir version, which is like a black and white version, which I haven't seen, which is really cool. So the thing about this one is Gimple compared the Walking Dead movie, which is coming out to Logan. So I can kind of understand, I think, where he's going with that. Is that maybe because Logan is sort of like it's kind of like a futuristic, alternate future version of kind of like Wolverine's ending. Do you guys think, like, for the Rick movies, maybe it could be like a future, like a big time skip, and then we see Rick like in the future, like after a good amount of time, and that's why he compared the Walking Dead movie to Logan, because it will be like, Rick in the movie in the future will be in a different kind of spot, and only a few people will still be alive or something, and maybe he'll be reunited with some of them. I guess we'll have to wait and see what they do. But either way, it should be pretty awesome. Yeah, Dr. Death said we are F tier in Canada if things don't change soon. I do kind of agree, Dr. Death. Us not having enough truckers is a problem, I think. Big Stoffer Chris said, is Canada even a real country anyway? No, not really. No, it's not. I don't view Canada as actually a country. No, I don't. I don't see it as a legitimate country. But I don't see the U.S. as a legitimate country either, really. I just view them as territories, basically. We all are part of the Allies. We all do the same thing. So, like with the stuff going on right now with Russia, with the Ukraine scare and stuff like that, whether or not Russia will go into Ukraine, and you have the Allies that are putting, some defensive javelins and different weapons and different, people there. It looks a little bit scary, guys. I'll be honest with you. That's the second part of this video that the world's gone crackers, right? Because, Comrade. So I like that. So it's kind of crazy. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with it. And they always kind of like in the news, they kind of always like play up Russia like it's this supervillain country or something like that. They always have done that, right? Like you guys remember the days of like the Cold War and stuff like that, probably before a lot of us were even born, right? But we hear about it after, and we see it in movies and different shows and whatnot, that Russia's always like this villain character, sort of. So I really hope nothing happens there with Ukraine, but it does look like a kind of a bit of an explosive situation where it sounds like the Allies are kind of moving up defensive weaponry there, and they've received some intel that it sounds like Russia's going to attack through Ukraine. Sounds like Russia's going to take Ukraine, which they should be. I would think that they would be able to do without almost any, like it would be like probably pretty easy for them to take Ukraine. It probably only would take a little while. Like I don't know how long it would take them to pincer and take it, whatever part they want, or if they take the whole thing or they take some of it. They could probably do it in, I don't know, maybe a month, I would think. Maybe faster than that. They might be able to do it in like, maybe a week, 2 weeks, a month, something like that. It would be a quick sweep, I think. So, but if they did that, the problem is that it would be like, all the sanctions, and you'd have to wonder if there will be retaliation from the allied nations to kind of come through, and then that's where you could get into a really bad situation, is if Russia did go in and then the Allies responded back. And I think they've been taken off of the SWIFT system. I don't know if you guys know what that is. So the SWIFT international payment system is like an international. It's called SWIFT because I believe it's pretty fast. I don't think it's as fast as like cryptocurrencies are now. I think cryptocurrencies have well passed it, but it's still like a trusted, tried and true, trusted payment system that a lot of, I think almost all countries use it, I think, up until it's just like newer technology starting to come out to where it's not as useful. But I think they've already been taken off of it, so Russia's already been banned from it. So I have to see what happens there. Really hope nothing happens. Really hope that it's just news, stuff to pump news ratings and stuff like that, where they always do that. But it's not a good situation. I'm just wondering what it's all over, like what it's all about, or if like is Russia not going along with maybe some of the the green stuff? Like, are they not cooperating with some of the sustainability and green objectives of like World Economic Forum and different NGOs and this kind of thing? Is that why the pressure's being kind of put on them, or is it the other way around, where Russia's been planning to go and take Ukraine, and then the Allies have said no, you're not, and they're kind of going to do it anyway? So it's definitely a powder keg of a situation. Also, because we haven't really seen anything like this in our lifetime, if it does pop off, because modern warfare is so totally different from before, like World War II, these kind of times like this, like our current technology and current and Russia's too, our current tech is so advanced that it's like, wow, man. I mean, who even has a visual of what that would even look like? I think it would be so bad, so devastating that you would never even want to see it. So let's hope it doesn't come to that. Let's hope that they can kind of work everything out. But yeah, it's definitely kind of a crazy situation if you guys have been taking a look at it. It's just like this last week that things have really sort of gotten kind of tense. So let's see what happens. Hopefully nothing. Rob, so you're 43. Okay, cool. I thought you were a bit older than me. I thought so. But that's great that you're still lifting in your 40s and everything, and that you'll get your health back, and you'll be doing good. Dr. Death had said, and thank you for the super chat, Dr. Death. He said, I hope for an Aaron and Jesus adventure on Tales of the Walking Dead. Well, that would be cool, right? Like Tales of the Walking Dead could be really good. Let me see if I can get this going properly here. Yeah. This one. Okay, yeah. Why does it not want to go? My software is kind of glitching up on me a little bit here. Okay, there's that one. And this one. Okay, it's having two at once. Anyway, we might get to some of your guys' comments after. I just have the Tales of the Walking Dead picture for us to look at. But yeah, Tales of the Walking Dead should be cool, because then we'll get to see different stories in Walking Dead. So we'll get to see maybe some of the earlier characters, like you mentioned Aaron, Jesus. That would be really cool. Or some other stuff with maybe Abraham or Negan or Glenn, or who knows what they can get done for us. But either way, it could be really cool. Thanks, Rob. Sorry for the delays. The chat, the stream is not quite keeping up very well. I think we're still live. Yeah, we're still live and everything. We're good, but it's a little bit slow. It's a little bit delayed, which doesn't surprise me. That's kind of almost always how it is. But yeah, cool stuff. All right, what else do we see here? Yeah, 28 days later and 28 weeks later, Mark Adams said. So, yeah, the 28 days later, awesome. 28 weeks later was like, okay. I still liked it, but 28 weeks later was just okay. I don't know if I would collect 28 weeks later. I'm not making a huge collection of Blu-ray, DVD stuff. I just buy, like, my favorite stuff. So, if I like something and I want to have it in case there's, like, an internet outage or something, and I can just, put that in and watch and enjoy it while I'm doing something else or whatever, playing arcade or whatever. That's when those are the ones that I get. So, yeah. All right, let's see what else you guys had here. Yeah, Trained Abuse on Epic. Okay, let's see. Red October says that there's videos on YouTube showing the different endings. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I've done a review of 28 Days Later, but it was like so many years ago. I think it was like 7 or 8 years ago. So maybe we could do another one at some point, and that would be cool, a throwback review to it, because it is a classic. It is really, really great. So really love it. Yeah, small budget, Mark, but it turned out really good as well. Okay, let's see. What else did you guys say? Mark also watched Logan the other day. Really awesome, yeah. Yeah, it's not really a superhero movie. I agree, Mark. It's not really like a superhero, like an X-Men movie. It's more like a horror movie, or like a drama type movie or something like that. So yeah. Well, Tim Robinson, that's a good point. Maybe Rick does die at the end, similar to Logan, because in Logan, spoiler warning, Wolverine does die at the end of the movie. So it's kind of Wolverine's final hurrah. He does die at the end. The character's done for at the end. And so it would be cool to see that for Rick, like at the very end. I think that makes sense. Like you have Rick go to the final movie, and then at the very end, he does at the end. That makes sense. Yeah, thanks. Trading cards and more. Doing very well. Thank you. Absolutely. Yeah, they're supposed to be filming this spring, Dan Smith. Apparently, that's the rumors going around. Yep, fingers crossed. Apparently, that's when we're supposed to see it. We'll see if we actually do, though, right? That's the question. Let's see. Yeah, that's right. Red October. Yep, it might be a little tricky without the truckers, but we'll see if maybe they'll either come around or they have to just train all new ones or something, something like that. So it's crazy stuff. Absolutely. Young Star said, "Yep, I've seen every zombie movie ever. Day of the Dead is my favorite." Me too, Young. That's another one I definitely got to get Day of the Dead on DVD, definitely, or Blu-ray. That would be awesome. Lulu said, "Texas, the last real country in North America." That's true that Texas is quite independent. I do agree with that. That's for sure. Texas definitely. I like it actually. You know, if there was one place I'd want to live in the U.S., that actually would be not a bad place to live. I don't think that would be kind of cool actually. The only thing with Texas is you guys have like guns everywhere. That makes me a little nervous just to have like, you know, just everybody's got like you know, gun collections like crazy. It's like, yeah. But surprisingly, you guys are not very nice to each other, even though considering you guys have awesome gun collections, which is kind of strange to me. It's like I want, you know, they're still not nice to each other, and they all have like these wicked gun collections. It's like, because here we don't have any of that stuff mostly, and we're super nice to each other. There's a few people that have them, but not that many. Diana says, "Hey, we are a country. You guys are provinces." Okay, Diana, if you say so. Rory McGinnis says, "I definitely think Russia will advance into Ukraine soon." Yeah, I think so, Rory. It's quite crazy, man. Absolutely. I really hope not, but it might be the case. So that's where it is on a map. If you guys have seen where it is, so Russia goes all the way up there, and then you've got you know, Belarus, Poland, you know, allies over in here, and then obviously to your left of the picture, all over to your left. But yeah, Ukraine right there. So it's yeah, interesting. So it'd be all along the border around here. So, and then Belarus, hopefully, you know, if it happens, they're kind of right in the middle, right around. So, yeah. Well, I mean, hopefully nothing happens. You know, I think that would be the best case scenario. So for everybody. So let's just hope that's the case, because you know, I mean, like right now, I think is like based on how everybody's feeling after the whole, you know, 2020, 2021 stuff that's been going on. I wouldn't think anybody'd be interested in doing that right now. At least I wouldn't, considering everything else is that's going on to everybody everywhere, basically. I don't know why anybody would want to do that. Okay, so yeah, getting impatient. Yeah, you're right, Rory. Okay, let's see what else you guys said. Terra Firma said, "I don't believe Russia will move. It's to help with negotiations, and it's bluster for their people. I mean, overall, if they do move, which is possible though, then China will definitely move on Taiwan." So like a chain effect. I've heard that online, that some people think that it will be a chain effect all the way around. It's weird, like I think with World War II, that, you know, there's probably some truth to that, where like certain wars break out in certain places, and while they're busy, other places decide to take territory as well at the same time. Maybe it's advantageous for them to do so. So when they get a chance, when others are busy, then they go for it. Like they take the opportunity. Or it's just maybe possible that when territory starts being taken by different countries, other countries just kind of group think along, and they're like, "Oh, you can do that? Okay, I guess we'll do that too." And then they start like going to. It's like, oh no, it's not like world wars erupt and stuff. It's just so brutal, man. I just don't think anybody wants that right now. But okay, we'll see what happens. Yeah, Tim Robinson says, "RJ will put down Rick like Clementine did in the game." That's what you meant, right, Tim? Well, that would be kind of strange, right? Kelly Media, the world is a stage. I think is what you're saying, right, Kelly? So yeah, so you're basically saying that you don't think that anything's going to happen. You think they're just kind of messing around, basically, to distract and get people's attention. Well, that could be the case. I know they do that sometimes. It doesn't seem like it this time with what's going on right now, but it's possible. Hey, traveling is freedom. How are you? Happy late New Year to you as well. Okay, let's see. Um, huh. Just reading your guys' comments, seeing what else you said. Yep, I'm doing well. Thank you, trading cards and more. Jay, okay. Hey, Trev, it's been ages since you last live. Yeah, hope all is well with you. Yeah, absolutely. I love going live with you guys. I love hanging out with you guys. It's a lot of fun. I've been, because Walking Dead's coming back now, we'll be doing it probably week to week. At least, producing a lot of videos for Walking Dead and stuff for the next, 8 to like 16 weeks. So once it starts, so I just kind of been like cleaning up and organizing some stuff, organizing the house a little bit. Yeah, so yeah. Yeah, Georgia does. That's true, Diana. Georgia does have a lot as well. Lulu said, yeah, but Wolverine died tons of times. He always comes back. Let Rick get stuff. Yeah, give Rick adamantium claws. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so the review of the trailer, Dr. Death, was, I did the breakdown video this week. It's in the channel right now, so you can watch it there. It's there for you now. So you can feel free to go watch that after this if you want, or Alt-Tab. So, yeah, L2, how are you doing? L2 Extreme, what's up, man? Diana, are you religious, Trev? Yeah, somewhat. I try to be a good person, all that stuff. So, a little bit. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I agree. Traveling is freedom. It would be so crazy to see a war at all, considering the vid situation. I don't think anybody would want that. But if you listen to what they're saying, it's like, it really seems like it. Even the U.S. and Blinken and people like that, it's like, wow, man. They seem like they're closer than maybe ever. Maybe ever with Russia. Maybe they are. Melinda Davis, all of a sudden, right? It kind of came out of nowhere. Brandon Bass gave the okay to invade a little bit. Yeah, I've seen that on the news. How many miles does that entail? If the incursion isn't a total invasion, it's okay. Well, I would think they would just take the whole thing probably, or take what parts that they want, half of it, the whole thing, a good portion of it. It probably wouldn't be too hard for them. But I don't know why. I don't know why they would really want to, if not just to make it so that the Allies can't put, weapons that close to them or something, like a Cuban Missile Crisis situation. Kelly says his story will repeat itself if Russia invades Poland. I mean, overall, I wonder if Brandon would get back in if there is any kind of conflict with them, because right now it doesn't seem like he's getting back in. It doesn't seem like his age. I don't know. Like when you see him and stuff, it's like with Brandon, he just doesn't look like he doesn't look well, man. Like he seems like he's a nice enough guy and everything, but just his age and all that, he doesn't seem like he's with it, man. Not to me anyway. I don't know. But it doesn't seem like to me he'll be ready to go for another one in a couple years, or a few years. I don't think so. 2024 is coming quicker than you think. So I guess we'll see what happens with you guys in America. What Tales of the Walking Dead are a must? Well, I don't know, Dan Smith, if Tales of the Walking Dead will be like an absolute must to see. But it could be fun to see some different stuff with it. Depends how much effort they put into it. Depends which characters they pick. If they do like a Clementine one or something, that could be cool. If they do an origin one, different characters, that could be cool. We'll see. I am sad the original series is ending, but at least they're producing a lot of other stuff for us to check out. L2 Extreme, what's up, man? It has been a little bit, absolutely, but happy to get some time to hang out with you guys. Trev, any plans on making a review of Walking Dead Compendium 4, Brian? Well, the thing is, Brian, I reviewed every volume, every trade. So just reviewing in a different section is like, I've already done it, man. There's really no reason to review it. But we could take a look at the trades that are going to be adapted for this last part of The Walking Dead. That would be fun to do, I think, for this last 2 parts. The System is Rigged said, if World War III were to happen, would you accept being drafted? No, absolutely not. I don't think they're doing that. System is Rigged. I heard the U.S. Army, though, is doing a $50,000 signing bonus for people if they get in. So if you go to the U.S. Army right now, I think they just started this last couple weeks or something like that. There's a $50,000 bonus they're doing. and they get paid pretty well to begin with. But I mean, that's if it does pop off, that's a brutal job to be in, man. I don't know. I don't know if you want to do that, but anyway, you get what you pay for. Somebody will do it. That's the fact of the matter, right? If the price is right, you can get somebody to do just about anything you want, right? If you're willing to pay for it, whether it's above the table or under the table, money rules. So, that's another reason why it's tricky, because you look at the situation, and like I said, I know that the news companies are always pumping stuff about Russia, Russia, Russia. I know they always are. But this time does look a little bit different right now, because if they've kicked them out of the SWIFT system, they're starting to cancel them, right? Like you think about cancel culture. Well, we're canceling countries now. We're saying you can't use our system. You're banned, right? They got banned. That's what happened, right? So it's like, they're banning people. They're banning countries now. That's where we're getting to, saying you can't use this service. You can't use that service. You can't use this financial service or that. And then they're also giving additional bonuses to get people to sign up for military. So that's a pretty good indicator that they've got some idea this could go bad. So it just makes me think that they must have done something. Russia must have done something pretty bad. Already, I would think. Maybe they're just not going along with the green stuff. Maybe that's what it has to do with. I don't know. I guess we'll probably find out in the next couple of years. Hopefully nothing happens and they can sort it out. But I don't know, man. Yeah, Dr. Death. Yeah, that's true. Okay, traveling is freedom. Yep, I know it's quite crazy. The Walking Dead is ending this year, but yeah, it's got to end at some point, man. So yeah, we don't do station down says we don't do drafts here. Yeah, we really don't. But financial drafting is another thing too. You just mark the price up until somebody's willing to do it, and that's the fact of the matter. That everything, you can find somebody to do anything if you're willing to pay enough for it. So that's the truth. Diana Rainey says, I believe we are living in the book of Revelation. I understand what you mean, like the biblical stuff. I'm not going to get, I don't want to get apocalyptic. I don't think the world's ending, guys. I think it'll be fine. And I'm not trying to spread fear around or anything like that. So that's what it is. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Army of the Dead, Basket of Puppies talks about Army of the Dead is getting a series on Netflix. Oh, is it? I didn't know that. I saw the movie, which was great, but I didn't know they were doing a series, although people love zombies, so it'll work, right? And they're making a live-action Resident Evil series, 8 episodes, to be released this summer. That could be fun. We could take a look at that, Basket of Puppies, also, because Black Summer hasn't been that good as one of their other options. So, yeah. Trev, do you think Canada's best director, I actually haven't seen really any of those movies. I haven't seen Dune yet, Mark. Unfortunately not. I might watch it at some point. I don't know if I'm that into it, though. When I was younger, I had friends who were into Dune, and I never really liked Dune that much. Not really. So, yeah. Yeah, sanctions. Lulu said, yeah, he'd say sanctions, which is the same kind of thing. So, yeah, it's the usual kind of stuff. Okay, have a great night, Terra Firma. Thanks for watching. And Menace, how you doing, man? No, I mean stories are a must, said Dan Smith. All right, we got Dan called it the Brandon Week. Well, I mean, it's not that. It's just his age, What do you expect, man? How old is he now? Is he 80 yet? He's got to be getting close to 80, right? He's like 70 something, right? How old is Brandon? Somebody tell me. I love the new Resident Evil Raccoon City movie. Oh, cool, man. Well, I do like the Resident Evil stuff. It's a lot of fun for sure. So Menace, no, we're not doing any more of those. No, because they just get ripped off YouTube and you get striked for it. That's why, Menace. I would do them if we were allowed, but we'll get striked and they'll get removed, and then the channel will get in trouble is basically what would happen. We could maybe do them on like a different platform, but no, just not going to do it. Yeah, so stick to entertainment, and maybe we can talk a little bit about world events, but just a little bit. Keep it under control. So yeah. Science works in mysterious ways. The only good thing is if Putin goes in, is nothing like Bush and Biden, so the civilians will be okay. Well, hopefully. I mean, there's always going to be some collateral damage, but you hope so. I know a lot of people here feel really bad about Ukrainian being in the middle. Yeah, yeah, no, I understand that. Myrtle, are you still on Earth? I don't know. I could be broadcasting from the International Space Station. How would you know, Myrtle? How would you know, right? I think I'm still on Earth, and I'm pretty sure I'm not moving. I think so. Yeah. Okay. So that's not going to happen, Diana. That would never happen. No, never happen. Ellery Tan says, will you be reviewing Walking Dead episodes a week in advance or on Premiere Live? I think everybody, Ellery, wants to see them on the regular release night. So I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to try. We'll see if I can handle it not doing it early. But most people said they want to do it the week of release. They don't want to do it early. So, okay. Yeah. Bryant says, are we witnessing the reorganization of the first galactic empire? Yeah, I think so, Bryant. Yeah. I think that's exactly what it is. Yeah. Young Star says, is the Walking Dead movie going to be cinematic in IMAX theater or just Netflix or HBO Max type of film? I hope it's cinematic. I don't know. Apparently, it sounds like they want to do movie, but, you know, granted, what's going on now, like, who knows? Because if you look at Army of the Dead, it ended up on Netflix. So it depends. They'll have to make a financial decision, probably, which is the best to do. They could do a Netflix movie for Walking Dead. You know, nowadays, like, I don't know if people really go to the theaters anymore, do they? Do you guys go to the theaters? Somebody leave me a comment on whether or not you actually go to the theaters to watch a movie now. Or do you just wait for it to be on streaming? Like, would you go to the theaters? Because here in Canada, like where I live, they were all at like super reduced capacity or closed. And now they're going to be at reduced capacity again. So I don't know if people are even going, man. I'm really not sure. San Andreas says, Orange Man 2024. Yeah. That's going to be fun to watch anyway. We'll see what happens. Maybe nothing, but it'd be fun to see. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Oh, Trev, did you see the movie The Crazies, says San Andreas? Yeah, I watched The Crazies. I thought it was so-so, just okay. You know, so was that a Romero film? Did he do that one? I forget exactly. Yeah. Andre said it's a shame The Walking Dead is now over. I agree with you. Yeah, it is kind of a bit of a shame. Donna the Frank, hey man, how you doing? I love your picture too. It cracks me up. It's wonderful. Chris, Big Stoffer said that he's 79. Yeah, man, he's 79. So in a few more years, it's like he's too old, guys. He's just like, we all got to just come to grips with it. I don't care how much experience he has. He's just simply too old. You can't, you know, you're gonna be in your 80s. No, man, that's too much for anybody. So that's my thoughts on that. Anyway, you can't go that far. That's too, like, it'd be like someone being 90 and doing it. It's like you can't do it, man. Your response time is not there. You can't respond as quickly. You can't think as quickly. It's just it's nobody's fault. It's just that's what it is. Darcy says, hey Trev and all, hope everyone is doing well. Have to go watch football with my daddies here. Okay, enjoy your football, Darcy, and very cool. Yeah, isn't the Super Bowl coming up soon? What is that, a few weeks or now? It's got to be soon, right? So have I watched Maze Runner? Diana, I have not seen Maze Runner, no. I know Gigadeath. I wish I could do them. They're so much fun too. Oh well. What can you do, man? It's unfortunate, but yeah, that's all right. Okay, let's see. Where John Wilkes' relative when we need him, right? Yeah. What? Oh, I don't agree with that one, Lulu. That's not nice. No, I don't agree with that. I do not support that message. I'll laugh, but I don't agree. I don't support that message. He seems like a jolly old fellow. Just don't bring your... Okay, I'm not going to say that. I was going to say something, but I got to be careful. Okay. Myrtle Man says, no, I meant flat earth. Yeah, I'm still a flat earther. I'll probably always be a flat earther, Myrtle. at this point. I don't think I can ever go back now. But whatever. Heliocentrism is fine, but it's whatever. It's what it is. C Benny 7 said, please Trev, LOL. Kelly Melia says, what happened to the war on T? Is that still a thing? I don't think it's still a thing now, Kelly. No, I think they're too busy. Yeah. 79 going on 98. Tim Robinson says that Trev is part of Space Force. Yes, I may or may not be part of Space Force. Yes, I cannot confirm nor deny. And I may be a space alien, human hybrid. I cannot confirm nor deny that. I'm not saying that I'm not part of Space Force. Okay, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. All right. I know Big Furry. Yeah, he is, man. He's really up there for sure. Diana says, if we even get a Rick movie. Yes, I agree. That's true. They have taken a long time. L2 says, yeah, I still go to the theaters. Okay, awesome, man. That's really cool. That's good. Do they force you to have your phone and your certificate and stuff? Do you have to show your certificate to go to the movies? That's something that I've been wondering about for you guys in the States. 1983 says, I haven't been to a movie theater since Endgame. Yeah, that's true, man. Wow. I'm trying to think, what was the last movie I saw at a theater? Oh, darn, man. It was X-Men Apocalypse, I think. Yeah, man. The last movie I went to the theaters to watch was X-Men Apocalypse. So that was like, damn, dude, that was like, what, 5 years ago now? That was like 2016 or 17 or 18. When did Apocalypse release in theater? That's forever. I haven't been to a theater in that long. Yeah, man, that's a long time. Usually because I'm too busy, but in the last 2 years, they've just been like shut down and then reduced capacity and stuff. I'm just like, oh, I don't care, man. Forget it. After a while, you just don't care, right? So, yeah. Yeah, I agree, Doc. There should be an age limit. I agree, too. Yeah. Can you put on a whisper mask for old time's sake, says Menace? Well, it's right there. So why do you guys always ask me to do this? I don't on every video. I'll put it on sometimes. And I got my bat right here. My bat's right here. My mask is right there. So, and my jacket's right there. I've seen that they actually sell Negan jackets. I don't know if you guys have seen. David Outwear has actual Negan jackets, which are like leather and everything. They're really cool. So I was thinking about getting one. But it's like $200, so I'm like, okay, I don't want one that badly. But it's still pretty cool. Science works in mysterious ways, says you don't have to read any of my political stuff, LOL. Well, I read it, but I don't know if I'm going to read it all out loud, right? What TV are you watching? Right now, Dr. Death. I'm actually not really watching any shows right now, until Walking Dead comes back. I mean, there's different stuff I hear about, but I haven't actually gone into, different series or anything. Not too much, man. Not lately. Like the Star Wars stuff. No, man, I'm not Book of Boba Fett stuff. I'm not into it, Brian. I like Star Wars. I think it's fine, but I'm not like that into it. I like the original movies. I actually like the prequel movies too. But lately, there's so much Star Wars stuff. I can't. I tried, Mandalorian, and I got through some of it. But then I was like, it's okay. It just doesn't do it for me for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, not sure. All right, let's see. What else did you guys say? Menace says, I seriously doubt they will make the Rick movies. Maybe he will make an appearance in the third part of season 11. Yeah, I don't think he will, but we'll see. I think they'll get the movies done, even just to sell them to something, or I think that they'll get the movies done because if they sold it to Netflix after they were done, or they sold it to theaters or whatever, it's going to be a good product. So you're going to have to do it based on market demand. I think you kind of have to. Jack the Boss says, are you excited for Better Call Saul Season 6? Yeah, I'm very excited for Better Call Saul Season 6. Absolutely. Diana wants to see what's on my shirt. Yeah, this is actually an Affliction shirt. This is actually a UFC shirt. This is a Fedor shirt, actually. You want to talk Russia, right? It's a Fedor shirt. This was a Fedor fight shirt. Because actually Fedor is my favorite My favorite fighter, probably of all time, actually, from the Pride days. I used to like watching him in Pride with Nogueira and the others. I was like, wow, this guy's unreal. It was so cool. So yeah, I like Pride. I used to like Pride better than I like UFC now. I actually don't like UFC now that much. I liked Pride when they did these huge events at the was it the Tokyo Dome or wherever they were doing them, and you would have these, like, they would use a ring. They didn't use the cage. I get tired of the cage sometimes, and you would see like these huge event fights and stuff that were just massive. They were so much fun, man. So unfortunate that Pride went out of business. Whatever happened there. So yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Ozark is good. Sad Science. Yeah, Jay's always telling me to watch Ozark. He likes Ozark a lot. I watched like the first episode of Ozark, and that's about it. I couldn't go past that. So yeah, Young Star. Crazies was George Romero, wasn't it? And then it was remade. Yeah, I thought so. I thought the Crazies was Romero. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Well, thanks, Diana. I appreciate it. So, yeah, Mopar, we already went into the truckers thing, that we'll have some shortages maybe. Science says, Fedor, yeah, I know, he was awesome, man. Really, really awesome. I'm glad he's still fighting, but, obviously with his age, he can't, his reaction time is not that good, so sometimes he gets knocked out by guys like Bader and people like that. But granted, Bader could probably knock anybody out if he connects, right? So those guys at those weight classes can knock anybody out. It's just a matter of not getting hit. Then if they connect, you're going to go out no matter, who you are, if they connect solid. So, yeah, later on they start getting a bit slower and they can't dodge as well, and their chin isn't quite as good as it was when they're younger. Like Alistair Overeem is a good example. Reem is amazing, and in UFC he just gets knocked out over and over again. So what the hell? The guy's like a Pride Grand Prix. What did he win? Kickboxing and stuff, right? K1 champion, and he gets knocked out by guys with like amateur striking in the cage. It's like the weirdest thing ever. But I guess it's just like, well, their gloves are so small and chin doesn't last when you get older and stuff, right? So that's just what it is. Yeah, so the truckers thing is just that in Canada, they forced the truckers to get the stuff. And if the truckers didn't get the stuff, then they got let go, basically. So I think there was like, the reports vary, but it's somewhere between like 20,000 to 40,000, 30,000, 35, 38,000. I've heard different numbers like this. Somewhere between like 20,000 and 38,000 truckers are not working. And trucks are, so 30,000 of our trucks are just not doing it. So there'll be some supply shortages, most likely. So that's kind of what's going on right now. But there'll be protests and stuff, and we'll see if they can work it out. So, yeah, Lulu, that's right. I loved Pride fighting. It was awesome. I enjoyed it a lot more. I wish I could still be in the UFC that much, but I just think it's okay now. I don't really like it that much. Each night they put on fights is like, the UFC focuses on just a couple of fights per card, and the rest of the card is not that good. Whereas Pride used to put on these mega cards where they would have like, reputable fighters, like 5 of them in the same night or 6 of them in the same night. Or they do tournaments, which were awesome, man. Really cool to see. Just different fun stuff like that. Yeah, rationing, Bizarrizages, that's right. So got to stock up, like with the truck shortages, got to stock up on food, got to stock up on supplies. Very smart to do. People say, "Oh, you don't need to do that. Whatever, that's crazy. Whatever." No, it's a good thing. It's a good idea to do, man. You should have extra just in case, right? Like you don't want to be caught without what you need. For me, I just stock up on a lot of like granola bars, stuff like that. Breakfast shakes. We get protein things. We get like buckets of protein that last for like years or months and months. You just mix them in water and you get your nutrients. Get your vitamins, all that stuff. So that's really good. So that's what we do here. But yeah, it'll probably be fine. I don't think we'll run out. But, if there's a 10 or 20% chance that maybe you could start seeing shortages, then okay, it's not a bad idea to get some. Just get a little bit extra just in case, Rice is cheap. Mr. Noodle's cheap. Stuff like that. You can get that anywhere. And so, yeah. But we're, in the first world, like we got to keep in mind, we're so plentiful, right? Like we have so much that it would take a lot to like make it so that we don't have access. Like if you go to any grocery store, there's like, if you look at how much they have in total, I mean, they have enough food there for like, I don't know, a long time. So yeah, it'll be fine. But it's something to at least talk about and look at. It's unfortunate. All right. What else did we have? So yeah, I think that's most of what's going on for Walking Dead, and a few thoughts on the world stuff. So yeah, Walking Dead returning February 13th, February 20th for the second part of the final season. Tales of the Walking Dead this summer. Fear the Walking Dead in between. So lots of fun stuff coming up. A Dance with Dragons, a Game of Thrones spinoff series coming up. Excited for that. And then The Boys Season 3, also excited for that later on. It'll be fun to see if you guys like The Boys. It's a really awesome series. I recommend it. If you like comic books, The Boys is awesome. And, I think that's about it. A few random zombie shows, Resident Evil, stuff like that, maybe we'll check out. And I think that's about all that's going on right now, man. And just hoping that, in regular real life that, everything is cool and peaceful and plentiful. And that's about it, right? Okay, let's see. Big Chris Big Stuffer said, "Would you let punch in the face for $10,000?" I don't know, man. That depends. No, probably not. No, I probably wouldn't. Okay, let's see. Expanse is awesome, said Melinda Davis. So that's cool. I think I've only seen a couple episodes of The Expanse. Didn't it get canceled? I thought it got canceled. Am I a doomsday prepper? Said Diana. No, I'm not. I'm not a prepper. I just keep a few extra things. Not like anything crazy. Just like a few extra buckets of protein. I just buy it ahead of time. A few extra things like that. I'm not like a crazy, 5 years supply, 10 years supply. Like a month or a few months or a year supply. That's about it, I think. You're probably not even going to need it anyway. I mean, whatever. So, yep. I haven't seen the Ngannou versus Gain fight last night, Science. I haven't seen it yet. So, but I did look at the outcome and kind of expected. That's kind of what I expected anyway. That's what I would have predicted. So, yep. Okay, let's see. What else did you guys say? Okay, let's see. Yeah, is he? I'm not sure about that if he's in Costa Rica. That's funny, though. It doesn't surprise me. It's like kind of what you would expect to see. Myrtle asked, globe or pancake? I'll take the pancake anytime. Yeah, Myrtle, absolutely. Okay, let's see. I just wonder, like with UFC fights, sometimes I wonder if a lot of them are fixed. I don't know how many of them. I know some of them are fixed in UFC. Some of them are actually fixed. There's a good examples you can look back on, like Rich Franklin against Ken Shamrock. Some of the where he like takes a dive, he totally takes a dive in the fight. So some of them are, a few percentage of them are fixed, but I wonder how many of the UFC fights actually are fixed. Maybe they just fix them every once in a while, but it's not like a consistent thing. But it's kind of interesting if you look back in the beginning and you look at. I wonder if some of the early fights when they were in trouble, UFC was not making money. I wonder if they like fixed some of the fights and then bet on them themselves to stay in business. I think they may have some of the earlier stuff. So yeah. Okay, let's see. All right, I think I'm caught up mostly on your guys' comments. And thank you all for joining. Happy to see we got 100 viewers. That's really great. And hope you guys are doing well. Okay, let's see. I don't know if I'd call Menace America third world right now, but there are certainly neighborhoods that look third world right now. Absolutely. Certain areas, right? Like if you go to like, what is it? Kenosha, that's one of the places, right? That's really bad right now. Certain places, right? Or has been the last couple of years. Portland, place like that last couple of years. It's really unfortunate, some of them. Decent, good neighborhoods, just businesses just ravaged by craziness. Absolute insanity. Okay, let's see here, like purge style craziness. How long do you think? Okay, Carmo215 says, Trev, how long do you think we have the human race extincts itself? Not going to happen, Carmo. With the sustainability stuff, the human race is going to continue, I think. Now, in what capacity we do, how many of us there will be, no, I don't know, but I'm sure the human race will survive, I think, indefinitely. Yeah, I think that the human race will survive indefinitely, period. From now on until whatever, maybe infinite. I don't know. Especially if the sustainability stuff. That's one thing about the sustainability stuff, which is good, is that even though people don't like it at the time because it's annoying to have to switch off of maybe using fossil fuels for so much and things like this, but you have to look at the big picture. If you look at the huge picture in hundreds of years, thousands of years, tens of thousands of years, indefinitely, sustainable indefinitely, then I do have to agree there has to be some control, there has to be some management if you want to have a shot at the infinite or the eight, the infinite, the Ouroboros, consistent all the way through. I think it will be infinite, yeah. I think people will survive indefinitely. But the reason for that is because I also don't think that a lot of these like apocalyptic events and such are actually real. Like, what can we say? Like the extinction of the dinosaurs, all that stuff. I think all that stuff's made up. So I don't think that some comet's gonna like hit the Earth and wipe us all out. Plus, if there was a comet that hit the Earth and wiped out a lot of people, I think that there would be some people that have the hardware to survive that now. Like there are people that have bunkers and have places where they could actually survive that out for a generation probably, or at least 10 years, let's say, right? Probably longer. There's probably places that could survive, that could run for 100 years of darkness or whatever, and then still those people's, descendants would still survive on. So yeah, I think that there will be basically indefinite humanity. I don't think people will be extinct anytime soon. I don't think so. Josh, yeah, I know a lot of people from Canada are moving to like Mexico and places like this. They're moving to like different places, which is kind of funny to see. So that's what it is. Like, get out, everybody out, abandoned ship. No, I'm sure everything will be fine. Okay, let's see. Boys animated series too. Oh, that'd be awesome, Dr. Death. An animated series of the boys would be really cool. Menace, do you think we'll get UFO disclosure this year? So Menace, I am certain from the time that I've put into it that UFOs are not aliens from another planet. I think they're just advanced, secret, basically covert, advanced aircraft and things like that we have. The rest of it, I think, is just fun stuff, made up stuff, and people. There's a lot of money in the alien stuff. Remember that, Menace. There's a lot of money in the alien stuff. So, and a lot of it has crossovers between the alien UFO stuff and like experiencing with psilocybin, different types of DMT, hallucinogens, right? So you get a crossover between the alien stuff and the drug stuff, and you also get a crossover kind of in demonology too. So you go from like UFOs intertwined with experimental hallucinogens, intertwined with occult stuff too. So I don't think that it's possible to travel in space. I don't think that we have aliens coming here from another solar system, galaxy, place in the universe. I don't buy any of it. I think that what they actually are, if you look at grays, and I've put a lot of time into researching this and looking through this, I think that grays are just they're basically like an entity that maybe you'll see when you're on hallucinogens, and you could think of them in the biblical sense as like demonic entities, demons, fallen angels, formless ones, old ones, different terms like this. But a lot of it is also merged in with creativity. You get some people that are creative writers, like a Whitley Strieber who did Communion, stuff like this. I don't buy it. I don't think that there's any creatures from another planet coming here, and I don't think there ever has been. I think it's just people trying to make money and like messing with you, basically. So that's it. So no, I don't think you're going to get disclosure. In fact, disclosure is like not what you're even. It's not even what you would want anyway, because it's just going to be more made up stuff. I don't think it's. No, I don't buy it, man. I don't think it's real. So yeah. That's the way I see it. So, yeah, Diana. So Diana says, I think dinosaurs never existed. So, yep, no, I understand. I haven't researched it enough, but maybe they did, maybe they didn't. I don't know. It's fun stuff to look at, though. But I don't think aliens ever existed. I'll put that out there. I don't think aliens ever existed, no. Ever seen Detroit? Yes, I've been to Detroit a good number of times. And I almost got my windshield smashed by a crackhead in Detroit with a baseball bat. That was like, 20 years ago or something. When I was like 19, I went to Detroit. I was driving around. I got into a wrong neighborhood. This crackhead started coming towards my car with a bat. I drove off really quickly. I was like, what the hell? Crazy. There's some bad places. I've been to 8 Mile too, in Detroit. So, I've driven down it. There's really nothing there, but Detroit's okay, I guess. It depends which neighborhood you're in. They have some nice suburbs and stuff in and around Detroit. Some parts that are pretty cool. In and around Pontiac and stuff, I think. Where is it? I might be thinking of the wrong place. That's also a brand of a car, right? Too. Okay, let's see. Carmo thinks that there will be an end to humanity and it will be done eventually. Maybe for some of us. I don't think that for all of us there will be. But that's just my take on it. Okay, let's see. Yeah. All right. Well, no stream would be complete without us talking about aliens, right, guys? So, and dinosaurs. So, I guess it's just what happens. We do a live stream at some point. We go into aliens, flat Earth, and dinosaurs. At some point, it's just, I don't know, it just somehow comes into the streams, doesn't it? Thank you, Mopar. I guess maybe I do. Although I don't rap. Let's just put it that way. So I'm not into that. I can sing okay, though, but I can't rap. All right, let's see. I think we're good, dudes. Did we go over everything we wanted? It's about 9:30 now, so that's good. So very excited. The trailer was good for the part 2 of the Walking Dead season 11. It'll be good to see Herschel. It'll be good to see a Maggie interacting with Negan. It'll be fun. It'll be good to see the final resolution of the Reapers, whether Leah and the Reapers join Daryl and join the group. And then it'll be cool to see Daryl and the others interact with the Commonwealth too. So it should be fun. So I'm excited for it. It's going to be good. February 13th, February 20th for that. And we'll do some different videos leading up to it. May do some throwback reviews. May do a throwback review for 28 Days Later. Probably not for Logan. I just like it, but I don't know if anybody would be interested. It is one of the best superhero movies ever, though. I got to say that. And I think that's everything for tonight, guys. Anybody else got any questions before we go? Anything you want to throw through at me before we wrap up here? So, yep. Lulu said, I don't know, Trev. I've taken a lot of experimental hallucinogenics and had a lot of hallucinations. I do, however, believe UFOs are just some advanced Israeli tech. How did the guys with small hats get into the UFO conversation, Lulu? How did that happen? How did you bring the dudes with small hats into the conversation? It's like, there's aliens. The Jews did it. How do they just get... They're like the scapegoats for everything, right? They get blamed for everything. Now they're responsible for aliens too. I don't think that's a thing. I don't think so. Yeah, Tim Robinson, until the Sentinels take over, until the machines take over, yeah. The Sentinels are coming, man, absolutely. Gil Bates will send them out there after us, right? He's gonna buy Boston Dynamics and create giant purple robots and send them out around the streets. They should just do that anyway, just for fun. Like, why don't they? It's like, you got all this money, man. Can you please create some Sentinels? We're in the future now. This is like Days of Future Past. We got all this crazy stuff going on in the world, but we don't have any Sentinels. We need some Sentinels. Okay, it's just, we got zombies, we got everything else that's cool, but we need giant robots. And I don't want to see any of these, like, 4-foot tall Boston Dynamics jumping robots and twisting robots and all this stuff you guys have seen in the videos. I'm not interested in that. I want giant robots, and they have to be purple or pink or light blue, and maybe they can shoot laser beams out of their eyes, maybe not. Maybe they have tentacles that come out of their hands, maybe they don't. I don't know. But they've got to be at least 1 story tall, at minimum. More preferably 2 stories tall. And they have to just walk around and just, play from their speaker different things. Maybe things about social distancing or stuff like that. That's fine. But we need something like that. Giant robots. We have to have them. I want my giant purple robots, Gil. Damn it. Okay. Okay. I don't know. All right. I think that's good for tonight, guys. Okay. Yep. Diana's with me. See, Diana? Diana agrees. Giant purple robots. Diana agrees. Yep. That's what it is. Purple people eaters. I don't know. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Yep. Giant killer tomatoes. I don't know how that would work. Maybe Monsanto's got to do something for us there as far as that goes. Giant, genetically modified tomatoes that kill people, that eat people. Make the movie. It can work, right? There's another movie that needs a throwback. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, 2023 version. Okay. All right, guys. I will let you guys go. Thank you so much for joining. I want to thank you for watching. I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed it. And Daryl Dixon TV says, Trev, I have a confession to make. I am an alien. Yes. Oh, I do have a subscriber. Guys, get this before we go, because it's fun. That's why I did. I have a subscriber that tells me that he's been abducted by aliens on numerous occasions, and he says they're real. So I'm trying to talk to him and see if he wants to do like a like a live stream with me or something. I'll have to go back and see. Yes, he says he's been abducted by aliens, and it sounds to me like gray type aliens, and so that could be fun. So yeah, alien abductee interview. That's what happens after Walking Dead ends, guys. We interview people about alien abductions. Should be fun. Let's do it. Okay, that's it for this one, guys. I'll see you again soon for another video. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, before you leave, please give me a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe at the bottom. I appreciate it. And I'll see you guys back in soon for another video. As always, this is Trev. Yeah, the reptilians are real menace. Yeah, yeah, sure they are. And I'll see you soon.